into our game of the day. That, of course, is the Thursday night football matchup as the Cowboys take on the Saints. All lines here are according to FanDuel Sportsbook. NFC showdown. The Cowboys are 7-4, 3-2 on the road at the Saints, who are 5-6, 2-3 at home. Dallas is the 4.5-point favorite as it stands, with a total here of 47.5. Both teams coming into this Thursday night matchup coming off several losses. The Cowboys dropped, obviously, that Thanksgiving Day thriller in overtime to the Raiders and the Chiefs the weekend before that, while the Saints are looking to turn around a 4-game losing streak that they're currently on after taking a big L to the Bills also on Thanksgiving. It is the first time since 2015 that New Orleans has lost 4 straight. That was kind of shocking. As we learned earlier in the week, the Cowboys are dealing with a bit of a COVID outbreak and will be without head coach Mike McCarthy, as well as 6 other coaches. Both of the teams have also had injury hurdles lately. Ezekiel Elliott, who's dealing with a knee injury, was rumored to be sitting this game, but Jerry Jones quickly stepped in and cleared that up, saying that he is playing. However, Amari Cooper, who is listed as questionable, is expected to finally make his return. Same goes for the Saints running back Alvin Kamara, who is also listed as questionable. The Saints are kind of a mess at QB with Jameis being out for the season, Trevor Siemian losing all 4 of his starts, Taysom Hill dealing with an injury. At least the Cowboys can have some faith that they have Dak. So, Arky, with all of this in mind, what are you making of this Thursday night football game?
Well, it looks like Taysom Hill's going to start tonight for the Saints, and that's, I guess, different news for New Orleans, considering they've lost 4 games in a row. You might as well go to somebody else. And Taysom Hill's a guy that we've seen sparks from. We just haven't seen him sort of sustain this kind of thing throughout an entire game, much of the NFL, and he's going to have to do it against my Dallas Cowboys. So do know that when I'm giving you this advice, it's coming from a Dallas Cowboys fan's heart, so if you want to fade it just because of it, that's fine. But here's the thing that sort of bothers me about this game, is that there's been a lot of discussion about Mike McCarthy and so many coaches going to be out of this game because of the COVID protocol that got enhanced after Thanksgiving. And then you have to see the results like former disaster coach Ben McAdoo being promoted from an analyst to an inside-the-booth coaching thing. And people started worrying that the Cowboys might be not long for this game. But Ben McAdoo ain't calling plays, okay?
Yeah.
It's wonder kid Kellen Moore is going to be calling the plays. And I was very skeptical early of him when he got promoted up to that spot under Jason Garrett. And over the last couple of seasons, he's proven to be a really good play caller. And the fact that the Cowboys offense looked so good last week against the poor defense bodes well for me when CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper are coming back this week. You get a full complement of your team on offense. It's a team that's already number 1 in passing, number 1 in total yards, 3rd in scoring. Like, they are all about that offense, and they are really, really good at it. And I told you when we found out the Mike McCarthy news, go ahead and put your money on the Cowboys, because the money came back toward Dallas, and you got to be able to get a little bit of a better number on it at 4.5 than it was 5.5 when we were talking about it. I still feel that way. I worry about all the injuries and situations that happened in New Orleans. I worry also about the fact that Taysom Hill, I don't have really any experience from him to be able to trust. I also worry about this New Orleans defense, which they have sort of relied on to be the best part of their team so far this season. They've given up the most amount of yards per game at home this season, over 430 yards. They are the worst team at home defensively. So that bothers me if I'm paying attention as a Saints fan. But I'll tell you this. I'm telling you, I'm taking the Cowboys -4 is what I bought them down to. I'll take it all day, every day. But I'm going with the prop play too.
Okay.
And the last couple of primetime game prop plays that we've had for the NFL, they've done pretty well for us. So, first quarter, Dallas Cowboys money line -0.5. So if you get the Cowboys to win, it's about -103, 104 on FanDuel right now. You should note that the New Orleans Saints have allowed 8 points per game in the last 4 games in the first quarter. That doesn't seem like a lot, but that's the most in the NFL that they've allowed. So I think the Cowboys come out hot. They've come out hot before, even against teams like Denver, even though they needed a 4th and 2 that they went for inside the 20. They didn't get it. I think the Cowboys are hot, ready to go. They definitely win the first quarter, and I'm going Dallas Cowboys -4 in the game and Cowboys -0.5 to win the first quarter as well.
Back up. Did you just take your team, and isn't that one of your betting commandments? Did you break your own rule?
I told you, like, I will not I will not hide from that. That hurts. That's the play I'm giving you guys. And I'm also going small on it so I don't jinx the team too much. But the prop play in games and plays around the game are fair games. So, fair game for the first quarter. I'm putting good money on that. The -4, I'm putting small money on. But that's not because I don't believe in it. It's because I don't want to jinx the team. So.
Okay. Well, we're just going to keep that in mind, though.
It's hard, and I don't want to pick against the Cowboys. So I'm just going to, It's hard when they're the one primetime game and they're your team, right? Like, it's hard. But,
Hello.
Cowboys.
As a Chiefs fan, I can relate.
Yeah, well, you're not America's team yet.
Oh, okay. Shots fired. We're close.
Yeah.
All right. Here's the deal. Dallas is 8-3 against the spread this season and 2-5 against the spread as the 4.5-point favorite. Meanwhile, the Saints are 5-6 against the spread on the season and have not covered as 4.5 dogs. It feels like it's time for that to change tonight, but I can't feel good about it with too many unknowns and moving pieces for the Saints, as you mentioned. So with that said, I'm going to lean Dallas in this one, -4.5. I'm taking your Cowboys, Arky. But I can also see it being closer than we might think, seeing as how the Cowboys have struggled recently. As for the totals, Dallas has hit this number of 47.5 in 7 of 10 games this season. The Saints have combined for it in 5. But the combined average of these two, these two are putting up is 53. So do with that what you will. I'm just going to stick to the spread here. The Cowboys, I feel like they're never at full strength. They're either missing a really good player, they've got their full coaching staff, or they're missing a coaching staff and have their players back. Like, for whatever reason, it doesn't feel like they've had a complete game. But I'm still taking them at -4.5 and hoping for the best.
Thank you.
You're welcome.